Good afternoon. Welcome to the board meeting, the Teachers Retirement System for February 15th, 2024. I will start by calling the roll. Karina Powell. Here. Brian Berge.
Brian Berge, representing Mayor Adams, present.
Thomas Brown.
Here, good afternoon, Patricia.
Afternoon. John Dorser.
Representing Control Brad Lander.
David Kazansky.
Present.
Victoria Lake.
Here.
We have a quorum. And next on our agenda is an update on TRS operations. And Jamira Sanchez Morales is going to give it.
Hey, Jamila.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah.
The quarterly statement updates, members have been notified that their account statements for the fourth quarter of 2023 are now available. On February 6th, the quarterly account statements were posted on our website for approximately 128,000 members who are currently in service or on leave. On January 30th, the TDA quarterly statements were posted online for approximately 64,000 members who have deferred TDA accounts. On January 25th, the TDA quarterly statements for TDA beneficiary participants were mailed to a population of almost 1,300. For the member education and outreach updates, the TRS member education team reported that during 2023, they conducted 158 online educational programs serving over 16,000 members. During the fall semester, they also represented TRS at 15 outreach sessions for employers and union groups. They also have several events on the calendar for the spring semester. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamila.
Thank you.
Jamila, could we get them electronically? Can you send them
This?
electronically? Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, next on the agenda is the executive director's report. And the first item there is the matter of the next meeting, which will be held on the third Thursday of the month, March 21st, 2024. Mark your calendars. This next is a resolution for attendance at a conference. The following resolution is presented for consideration of possible adoption. Resolved that the trustees of the Teachers Retirement Board hereby approve the attendance and participation of the executive director and/or her designees and any interested trustee at the National Conference on Public Employees Retirement System 2024 Annual Conference and Exhibition from May 19th through May 22nd, 2024.
Thank you, Patricia. Do I hear a motion to accept the resolution for attendance at conference? So moved. Thank you, David. Do I have a second?
Second.
Victoria, thank you. Any discussion? Great. All those in favor of the resolution for attendance at conference, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say nay. Any abstentions? Let the record show that the resolution has passed. Thank you.
Next on the agenda is approval of the following minutes. The December 7th.
Mr. Chair, I'm sorry to interrupt. We skipped over the actuaries report.
Oh, Mr. Actuary, I'm so sorry.
I would have got in eventually.
I thought you were planning to do that.
I didn't want to hear that. Actuaries play the long game.
I'm sorry.
Actuary. I know what they do.
It's a good one.
Good one.
Exactly.
So
good
next is an update from the actuary.
Yeah, good afternoon. So we're still in the early stages of the fiscal note season. Just for reference, last year on this date, we had one fiscal note released out of a total of 74 that were eventually released. This year, we're up to 13 released out of 51 requested so far. For reference, we didn't get to 13 last year until March 20th. So we're about 5 weeks ahead of schedule as far as the fiscal notes go. And we're still kind of gearing up, and we should pick up speed, and next year will be even faster. Of the 13 released so far, 2 impacted TRS. We talked about one last month, the one-person bill that impacted a retired teacher. This month, we released another fiscal note for impacting TRS and the 4 other systems. This fiscal note priced the change of changing the averaging period for final average salaries from 5 years to 3 years for Tier 6 members. I provided the fiscal note in your board packets. The first page shows in the TRS column, the increase in employer contributions for the first 25 years on an open group basis, meaning it takes into account new hires being hired during the 25-year period. And the second page of the fiscal note shows the actuarial cost of the closed group, which means the current population on June 30th, 2022. So I'm happy, or 2023, I'm sorry. Happy to answer any questions if you have.
You do question?
I had a comment to see if this was possible from your office, Mark. In some cases, at least, a fiscal note will correspond not only to an LBDC number, but also to a bill that's actually already been introduced. Is it possible for your office, when that information is known, to include that in the fiscal note as well, just for tracking purposes?
Sure.
Thank you. That would be very good. Sometimes I understand that they're issued before they're introduced, so that's not possible, but.
I have a question, Chair.
Sure.
So is the look back changing? I know that they want to go from 5 years to 3 years for the FAS. Is there a change to the look back?
I don't think
How
the
far-
change,
How far back would the look back? I'm just curious.
I think it's still 4 years.
Okay, it's still longer than it is for tier 4, I guess is my question.
My understanding is that the look back is the same, would be the same as the tier 4 look back.
Oh, okay.
That's my understanding of.
I was just more, that's more for intellectual curiosity than the purpose of the fiscal note. I was just curious.
Yeah, actually, since we're on this subject,
Yes, I am.
I had read the fiscal note to say that the look back was going to revert to tier 4 for some systems, but not others. Is that correct? Because I think that it would revert back to tier 4 as to TRS, but I was not sure that it would do so as to NYCers and PERS.
So the way it was priced, I mean, when we look at, we're not like changing tiers when we value it. We're just changing particular provisions. So we simply took the 5-year averaging and replaced it with a 3-year averaging. So I don't know if that answers your question. There were some not for TRS that wouldn't be impacted by it. There were corrections, sanitations. It's on the 3rd page of the fiscal note. But I don't know if that answers the question.
Well, we can always discuss this at a future date as needed.
That's
Thank
what
you.
I was going to suggest if we have questions, we can always follow up with Merrick. Just more intellectual curiosity.
Yeah, because if it changes the look back, it's gonna change the fiscal note, right?
I mean,
The pricing of the-
theoretically, maybe it would. I don't know enough about the specific numbers that the actuary calculates, but I would think that would have something to do with it.
It would have some impact.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be
Not
material or
I
not.
don't, yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you,
Mr.
Mara.
Chairman.
Sure.
Thank you.
All right, so next is the matter of the calendar and the approval of the following minutes. December 7th, 2023 investment meeting minutes, December 21st, 2023 board meeting minutes, January 4th, 2024 investment meeting minutes, and January 18th, 2024 meeting minutes. But Liz, Ephraim has told me that in the minutes, he's alternately called a trustee and a member, but he's a trustee and should be referred to as that in all the minutes going forward. And maybe we could correct, I don't know if we need to correct the minutes.
I believe we can adopt them with the amendment.
Okay,
I'm happy to make a motion to adopt them with the amendment,
That correction.
if that satisfies.
On all the,
Yeah.
is that on all the minutes?
it's functional.
So
As have that as reflected in the minutes where he's mislabeled.
You wish you were.
Yeah.
And should reflect your status as a trustee.
Okay. So we'll be voting on these separately. So do we hear a motion to approve the investment meeting minutes of December 7th?
I don't think you have to do
You
it.
can do them.
Do it
You can do that.
I would just read all the dates and then.
Okay, so we'll do that. We're looking for a motion to accept the investment meeting minutes for December 7th of 2023. The board meeting minutes of December 21, 2023. January 4th, investment meeting minutes 2024. Board meeting minutes of January 18th, 2024, as amended to reflect the correction that Effie just brought up to the table to acknowledge him as a trustee.
So I will make that motion.
And I will have a second to that motion.
Second that motion.
Great. And so we're voting for all the minutes as amended by the motion. Do I have to your motion first, amendment first, and then? the
No, I think we
original
can
one?
do it as amended.
I think the record.
Says
I think the record's clear.
So let the record show that the motion was put forward to accept these minutes with the amendment. And do I hear a motion to accept?
Yes.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. So all those in favor of accepting the minutes with the amendment, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Any abstentions? Let the record show that these have been approved with the. Thank you.
Okay. The next is the matter of the calendar items.
Please
Well,
waive the
see-
reading of the calendar.
Thank you, sir. And you've all received an electronic version of the calendar. So,
Great. Do we have a motion to accept the calendar items?
So moved.
And is there a second?
Second.
So we're voting now for the calendar items. Any discussion? All those in favor of accepting the calendar items, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Abstentions. Let the record show that the calendar items has been approved.
other business, I have none. I don't know if anybody else.
No other business? Okay.
Questions and comments from the public?
Nobody. So I guess we can entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting.
So.
So for the record, do I hear a motion to
So moved.
adjourn? Thank you, Victoria. Is there a second? Second. Thank you, John. All those in favor of adjourning, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Any abstentions? We are adjourned.
Trustees should stay for an attorney-client session.
Waiting for them.